Okay, let's just jump right in. This isn't going to be some temporary motivation hype up. We're here to actually rewire your brain to make productivity feel just as natural and automatic as procrastination does right now. And to do that, we have to start with a truth that, honestly, might challenge everything you think you know about your own habits. It's a little weird, but trust me, it's the most important place to start. And this is it. This is the single most important thing I need you to hear. Let that really sink in for a second. This is not some kind of character flaw. It's not a moral failing. You are not lazy. So what's really going on? It's this. Your brain is literally hardwired for survival, not for growth. Its job is to seek comfort, to find that quick, easy pleasure, and to avoid anything that feels hard or uncomfortable. It's an ancient survival tool that, well, in our modern world, is kind of working against your bigger goals. So if it's not laziness, what is it? We've got to look under the hood at the biology. Turns out the real enemy here isn't your willpower. It's a chemical process that's happening inside your own brain. Let's pull back the curtain for a second and look at the pattern that keeps you stuck. What's actually firing in your brain every single time you decide to do something later? Okay, get this, because this is where it all clicks. It's a trap. First, you think about an uncomfortable task. You avoid it. And right then, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine as a reward for choosing relief. You feel better instantly. And your brain learns a very simple, very powerful lesson. Avoidance stuff feels good. Avoidance equals reward. And that's the biological loop that keeps you right where you are. So the huge takeaway here is this. You're not actually avoiding the work. You're avoiding the emotions that come with the work. You know, the fear of failure, the boredom, the self-doubt, the pressure. Procrastination is just your brain's go-to coping mechanism for these uncomfortable feelings. Once you get that, you start to see this inner battle that's happening every single day. It's almost like a story playing out between two different versions of you. So on one side, you've got your present self. This is the part of you that just wants comfort right now. It wants instant gratification, scrolling social media, staying in bed. And then on the other side, you have your future self, who wants the big stuff, the growth, the success, the fulfillment. And here's the kicker. This really lays out the stakes. Every single time you choose to put something off, you're letting your present self win that battle. You're essentially stealing from the person you want to become. Your future is literally being built by the choices you make for your future self, starting right now. You know, people think procrastination just wastes time, but it goes so much deeper than that. As you can see, it wastes your potential, it completely kills your momentum, and maybe the worst part, it chips away at your self-respect, making you stop trusting yourself to follow through. Okay, so that's the problem. It's biological, it's emotional, and the cost is really high. But here is the good news. You can absolutely fight back. Let's get into the practical toolkit that you can start using today. All right, enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty. Here are 4 concrete, actionable things you can do to break that dopamine loop and put your future self back in the driver's seat. So here's the game plan. First, the awareness switch. The moment you feel the urge to procrastinate, just say out loud, "My brain is seeking comfort." That simple act breaks the autopilot. Second, the 2-minute rule. The hardest part of anything is just starting, so just commit to the first 2 minutes. That's it. It's amazing how momentum just takes over. Third, identity locking. This one's so powerful. Stop saying, "I need to be disciplined," and start saying, "I am the type of person who finishes their work." And finally, remove traps. Your environment has a huge say in your behavior, so make your phone disappear before you even sit down to work. And here's a powerful little hack you can use anytime you feel that hesitation. You literally just count down, out loud, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And on go, you physically move. This simple countdown interrupts that part of your brain that wants to overthink and just forces you into action. It's so simple, but it really works. Now, those tools are fantastic for winning the battles in the moment. But if you want to win the war for good, you need a system. Let's build a daily structure that makes procrastination almost impossible to do. So the system actually starts the night before. Forget those endless, overwhelming to-do lists. I want you to pick just 3. 3 essential tasks for tomorrow. That's it. The simplicity is what makes it work. Then, first thing in the morning, and this is non-negotiable, before you touch your phone, before you check a single email, you dive into one of those 3 tasks for 90 uninterrupted minutes. Doing this trains your brain that your morning is for deep, meaningful work, not for reacting to whatever the world throws at you. After that deep work session, you have absolutely earned a break, but it has to be a real break. We're talking 20 minutes with zero screens. Go for a walk, stretch, grab some water. A calm mind resets so much better than a stimulated one. And finally, here's the rule that ties the whole system together. No. 0 days. This is the secret to unstoppable momentum. No matter what happens, you do at least one tiny thing every single day that moves you forward. Write one sentence, do one push-up, send one email. Never, ever let the day end at 0. Look, these tools and systems are incredibly powerful, but they all point to something even deeper. The final, most important step is a real shift in how you actually see yourself. This quote right here is probably the ultimate truth when it comes to productivity. It's not about how big your goals are or how motivated you feel. In the end, your success is determined by the environment and the systems you build around yourself. So that's the final key. When you design a life where your environment supports your goals, where your habits are automatic, and where your identity is that of a person who follows through, well, procrastination just has no room to live. It becomes something you used to do. So it all comes down to this. Your future self is waiting for you. All that potential, all that momentum, all that self-respect is just sitting there waiting. The only question left is, will you commit to just the first 2 minutes right now and begin to change everything?